Practice community.
So what we have in front of us right now, this is a framework that's similar to the wheel of life, or life balance wheel, not the wheel of life. Well, maybe that's what it's called as well. But the life balance wheel, it's a really common coaching tool. So if you've done any like life coaching courses or anything like that, you've probably come across it. And when I was doing my life coaching course in 2019, I kept thinking it would be really cool if we had a version of this for the chakras or for yoga. And then I ended up kind of developing the yoga challenges based on this framework. And I find it's a really cool tool to check in with yourself. So you'll see in this wheel that we have 8 things. We have the foundation, which is your relationship with alcohol, your physical health, the root chakra, joy and pleasure, your partner, the sacral chakra, work, finances, and your physical environment, that's your core chakra. Your friends, family, and self-love, that's your heart chakra. The throat chakra is creativity and authenticity. The third eye chakra is life purpose. And then the crown chakra is mental health and spirituality. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take about 5 minutes to just draw a circle in your notebook. And you don't have to share this with anyone. So don't worry about what it looks like or what it says, but I just want you to kind of draw this circle. And then you're going to number each of these things. So for example, like my relationship with alcohol feels good right now because I feel strong in my sobriety. So I might give that like a 9. Whereas like I'm just getting back into exercise. So I might give physical health like a 3. So 10 brings you all the way to like, this is awesome. I feel good about this. And 1 is I don't feel good about this. And this is like a kind of an area that I need to work on. So I'm going to share a tiny bit of music and we will just do a little bit of working on this. So then what I'm going to invite you to do is I already started doing this like unconsciously because I've done this so many times, but you're going to look at the ones that have really low numbers and maybe choose a a few of them to set some goals around. So I started numbering, and then I unconsciously just started making goals around things in the second half of this. And then when I realized I was doing that, I went back to the numbers. But basically, you just want to have like three highlights of things that you want to work on. And it can be over the next week, it can be the next month, the next 6 months, sort of whatever sounds good for you and attainable. Let's take like a couple more minutes to do this, maybe 2 or 3 more minutes. And good morning to Stephanie, who just popped in and joined us. Hi, Stephanie. So what we're doing right now, you've seen this before, right? In the challenge books. Amazing. So we're working with it right now. Just labeling our things from 1 to 0 and setting some goals for working on the next week or month.
Thank you, Alex. I'm so sorry that I'm late.
Oh, no problem at all. It's all good. So let's just take 2 more minutes to do this. And then if you want to keep on working on this, if you're not finished with it, feel free. Or if you just want to hold on to it and circle back to it at another time, that works as well. So I'm going to just put myself on spotlight. And, oh, I'm not sharing my music. There you go. Okay. Awesome. So when you're ready to get started in our practice today, we're going to come onto our spine for the first shape. And today's practice is going to be really gentle and really meditative. And we're going to be getting into repetition of different practices. And so I want to invite you to come onto your back body and bend the knees. And then just press the soles of the feet onto the mat. So your feet are grounded, palms can be alongside the hips, maybe knock the knees together. So today's practice, we're going to be working on all of the chakras, bringing them all into balance gradually over time. And so for this first part of the practice, you're going to have soles of feet on the mat, palms alongside the hips. And we're just going to lift the hips all the way up towards the sky, coming into bridge, and then lower the back body all the way down. And then let's just keep moving with the breath on this. So on the inhale, you're going to lift the hips up. And then on the exhale, the hips will lower back down. And then just keep moving in and out of this pose with the breath. So this is balancing your root chakra, which is the color red and at the base of the spine. And when this chakra is in balance, we feel grounded. We feel like we have a foundation wherever we are. We feel connected. So maybe as you're lifting and lowering the hips up and down here, just thinking about what grounds you, what helps you have your foundation. What can you do to ground yourself? So something that my Reiki healer shared today, which also was echoed in this conversation I had with Dan, which is that whenever I come back to the Middle East, I feel a bit like, oh, why did I leave here? Because there's just so many things happening for me in the Middle East. And what Dan pointed out to me is that I spent like 6 years networking here. Right. And so things come to me easily and effortlessly. And I have lots of friends here because I lived here for a long time. That doesn't mean that Bali is the wrong place for me. You know, the truth is I haven't spent more than 2 months consecutively in Bali since I moved there because I kept having to come back here for stints of time. And another thing that the Reiki healer said to me today is that I have not done what I went to Bali to do. And so I was thinking a lot about how having a business in Dubai has worked for me because it works to run online things, but it prevents me from doing a lot of in real life interaction in Bali. Because I have the visa to start a business in Bali, but I don't have the visa to work in another studio. And so I haven't set up the conditions for myself to build a foundation here. Take one more, lift the hips all the way up. And this time roll the shoulder blades under and interlace the palms. So staying in your bridge, pressing through the feet, feeling the foundation, pressing through the fingers. Visualizing the color red. And while you're remaining in that bridge pose, I'm going to offer you some affirmations and you can choose what resonates with you. I am here. I am safe. I am protected. It's safe for me to be here. I have a right to be here. The earth supports me. Life supports me. I love my body. I accept myself. I have a strong foundation. And my abundance enhances all. Let's take one more round of breath in our bridge pose. Good, and then just gently lower the hips all the way down. Release the palms. Just let your knees rock from side to side. And then I'm going to invite you to draw your right knee in. Keep your left leg long. And then with your palms around the shin, you're just going to move some circles with the right knee. So this chakra is Svadhisthana. This is the place of one's dwelling or sweetness. This is the hips, the sacral region. And this is our ability to let go and go with the flow. And my Reiki healer said that my sacral chakra is in good shape, which I think is probably a testament of how much letting go and going with the flow I've had to do this summer and this year, really. Circle the knee the other way. Me being able to let go and go with the flow is not something that I would classify myself as being a characteristic of myself. Let's bring our knee all the way through center. Just reach the right foot up towards the sky now. Grab hold of the right toe. Leave your left palm on your left hip. Just open through the hip crease. And while you're staying in this half happy baby on this side, I'm going to give you some affirmations for the sacral chakra. If I can find them. Oh, here they are. Okay. I adapt to all situations with grace. I release ideas that are no longer useful. I deserve pleasure in my life. I embrace and celebrate my sexuality. I move easily and effortlessly. And I flow with the rhythms of life. Let's go the opposite way. So we're just going to lengthen the right leg long now and draw the left knee into the chest. And then we're going to circle with the left knee. So same thing we did before. So when this chakra is in balance, we have graceful movement. We have emotional intelligence. We have an ability to experience pleasure. We can nurture ourselves and others. We can have healthy boundaries. Let's circle the knee the opposite direction. And I have some questions for you for balancing this chakra. And we're just going to draw our left knee a little bit wide and then bend through the left knee and place the left foot up towards the sky. Hook onto the left big toe. Just see how that feels compared to the other side. So oddly enough, this is like really uncomfortable on my left side. and it's really comfortable on the right. So I don't know what that means about which part of my left hip is tight or why. But it's just interesting to notice. And some questions for this chakra might be, how are my relationships? Do I suffer from overabundance or lack of desire? Do I make resolutions without being able to follow through? Do I become addicted easily? Take one more breath. And then we're just going to release that. And then gently start to bring your body up to a seated shape. And the next chakra that we're going to be working on is our solar plexus. And we're going to do this not by doing any core strengthening, but we're going to do some extension through the side body. So I'm going to invite you to draw your left foot in, lengthen your right leg long, and then reach your right arm over and lengthen your left arm. And you might find, like, I really love to prop my head when I do this, just because my head gets heavy. I actually did it like this in a yoga class in Bali, and I was like right at the front of the room, and the teacher pointed me out and said this was like a more active way to do the pose. And I was like, I actually think it's like less active because I'm like propping up my head. And I'm not like just using my strength to support myself. But other things you can do is if this is feeling like a lot, you can also like bring a bolster and be on top of the bolster. Just kind of find what works for you. And if it feels like it's straining the side body, it also might feel better to just cross the legs and side bend like this. That works as well. I'm going to come a little bit closer to you so that I can read what I'm saying. So the solar plexus chakra, it's all about self-esteem. It's self-confidence, assertiveness, willpower, personality, social roles, self-control. It's about our right to act and be an individual. And it can be all about development of autonomy, vitality, purpose, self-esteem, spontaneity. If it's out of balance, we can struggle with our digestion. We can struggle with shame. Let's come all the way up, and then we're going to switch it up. So we're going to lengthen our left leg, land the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, and then take the left arm all the way up and reach the right arm overhead. So I have some affirmations for this. I want to invite you to choose what resonates most with you. I honor the power within me. I let my feelings run freely. I trust my spontaneous decisions. I accomplish tasks easily and effortlessly. I use my inner strength to make the world a better place. The fire within me burns through all blocks and fears. I offer up my negative qualities to the fire of transformation. I can do whatever I will to do. I reach any goal through the power of my will. I'm strong, courageous. I stand up for myself, and I'm worthy of love, kindness, and respect. Let's lift all the way up. And then just come to cross both legs for a moment. Notice the impact of that pose. So the next shape that we're going to do is heart opening for the heart chakra. And I want to give you two different options for this. So if you're feeling more tired and you want a bit of a more supported back bend, option one is just to come into Sphinx pose. So how you're going to come into Sphinx is you're going to come all the way down on the elbows and then just open up through the heart. So that's a supported option. I am feeling like I want a bit more expansion. And so what I'm going to do is come up onto the knees and then press my palms into my sacrum, shift the hips back, place the palms on the ankles, and just keep the chin tucked. Gaze forward. So this is our heart chakra. This is the color green. It's the center of empathy, forgiveness, love. Affirmations might be, I love unconditionally, I love effortlessly, I love unapologetically. Take one more breath. And then we're just going to lift all the way up. Untuck the toes and just sit the hips back on the heels. Rest the palms on the thighs. Breathe in and out. Just sit there for a moment, noticing how it feels to realign the spine. There is an infinite supply of love. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. I accept myself as I am. I give and receive love with an open heart. I open my heart fully to living. I'm worthy of love. I live in balance with others. Let's come all the way into a seated shape now. And just lengthen up through the spine. So the next thing we're going to do is stretch through the neck for our lovely throat chakra. So you can drop your right earlobe down towards your right shoulder. You can lay on the right palm on the side of the skull. Just stretch through the side of the neck. So Vishuddha, the throat chakra, it's connected to our neck, our shoulders, our thyroid, our mouth. Sense of hearing, sense of sound. It's about communicating and finding our voice, our intuition, creativity. Some questions around this chakra. How am I perceived? Am I overbearing? Do I dominate conversations? Or on the other side, is it difficult for me to speak up for myself? Do I live in a way that is true to my core beliefs and my values? Do I feel inspired? Do I feel connected to my spirituality? Let's lift our head all the way up. And then we're going to stretch it the opposite way. So drop the left earlobe down towards the left shoulder. Take your left palm up. Place it on the side of the skull. So I have some affirmations for this chakra. I follow and speak my truth. I speak from the heart. I let the truth be my guide. I speak with clear intent. I use the power of words to make the world a better place. It's getting easier and easier to express what I think and what I feel. Creativity flows in and through me. I hear and speak the truth. Let's bring our head all the way up now. Maybe you drop the chin to the chest and just do some circles. And now the last posture that we're going to come into before our meditation is child's pose. So you're going to come all the way forward onto the knees, sit the hips back on the heels, stretch the arms forward, rest the head. Our balasana, and this is my favorite pose when it comes to the third eye because our third eye is connected to the ground in front of us. And it's almost like we're bowing inwards. And this is all about intuition. Actually, this is the other chakra that I heard today was out of balance. So this is about our insight, our wisdom, self-knowledge, our dedication to our spiritual path, sixth sense. And when it is out of balance, we have headaches, we have migraines, eye disorders, nightmares, mental illness. So some affirmations for the third eye are: I can manifest my vision. I am open to the wisdom within. I am in touch with my inner light. I look inward and recognize what is essential. Listen to my inner voice. I follow the path of truth. Let my fantasy run free. So it's time to transition to our self-healing practice now. And there's two different ways you can do this. I like to do it seated, but it can be quite a lot for the arms because we're going to keep the arms lifted for a long period of time. So you might choose to lie down to do this, or halfway through you might just decide to lie down, and that's fine. But you can choose either seated or lying down. And this is the practice we're going to do to balance our third eye, our crown chakra, the last chakra. So you're going to take your two hands and cup them over your root chakra. And again, if this idea of cupping over the root chakra doesn't resonate, feel free to do something different with the hands. Take deep breaths in and out. And visualize the color red while we're here. Take a couple more breaths where we are. And then you're going to move the palms up over the the sacral chakra. This is the color orange, and it is about letting go and going with the flow. So see the color orange. Send your breath down towards the sacrum. Take a few more breaths. Bring the palms up to the solar plexus. This is the color yellow. This is your core. This is the seat of empowerment. Take deep breaths in and out. See the color yellow. Visualize your inner strength. I am empowered. Place the palms up over the heart. This is the color green. Take deep breaths in and out. Your affirmation can be, I can forgive. I can love unconditionally. Let's lift our palms up a little higher. And now they're going to be around the throat. This is the color blue. The affirmation can be, I am authentically me. I speak my truth. the palms all the way up to the third eye. This is the color purple. This is the space between the two eyebrows. This is the seat of our intuition. This is the home of our inner guru. So I am intuitive. I trust my inner guidance, my inner guru. I believe that I'm headed in the right direction. And place the palms at the top of the crown. You can see a white light. Visualize being connected to everyone and everything. To me in Dubai and Yasser in Abu Dhabi. Shannon in the States. Claire and Jules are both in the UK. Kelly and Lee and Stephanie in the States and Carolyn in the UK. Just let yourself feel connected to everyone and everything and even beyond just the 9 of us. Just be yourself connected to more and more people all around the world. Connected to all these chakras within yourself. And then I'm going to invite you to just release your arms and bring your full body into your Shavasana. Releasing everything. Just imagine that you're lying down in the most comfortable bed you've ever slept in. And you're resting and releasing. And when you wake up from this rest, everything will be clear. You'll know what you need to do next. You'll know what's coming after. You're at peace with who you are and where you are. You know that everything's working out. You're this being of light. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Give your body a little wake up wiggle. Nice long stretch from the fingers all the way through the toes. If you can pull the knees into the chest, give your body a sweet little hug. Then slowly lift your way up to your seated shape with your palms connected at your heart center. We'll close this practice with an intention. And it's the ancient intention. It's the original intention. It's been passed from heart to heart through thousands of years. And it's that our practice remain steady and our efforts remain continuous, and that our yoga helps and heals and it serves and it benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be free. May the thoughts and the actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. And then we'll just finish together with an Om sound. We'll breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in to make the Om. So take a big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sharing this space and the practice today. I'm very grateful for this opportunity, this community, and this connection. The light in me, it sees and it honors the light in me. Thank you. Thank you.